Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Zachary King and I'm 30 years old. I'm originally from upstate New York and I currently live in Washington, Washington State. The point of this channel is really to help educate people, whether it's going to be budgeting, savings, credit consolidation, establishing credit, basic investing topics, pretty much teaching people how to make the dollar work for yourself instead of the other way around where the dollar makes you work. That's essentially what rich people do, or people that are pretty wealthy. So one example of that would be, let's say for basic math and not to confuse people, is you have $100, and with that $100 you are at 6%, which is the average of a return on investment for the stock market or bonds even. So you get 6% of $100. It's not a lot, it's $6. So now let's look at it from the other perspective of debt. When you have a credit card, let's say you have $100, you get hit with a 25% interest rate. That's $25. Now that's annual, so $25, for a year, $100. Not terrible, but really not great. But $100 at 6%, $6 also not that great. But let's make this number bigger. So let's say it's $100,000. Well, if someone invested in the stock market with $100,000, they're going to have 6% of that, which is $6,000. Starting to look a little bit better. That's what someone with some money might have stashed away. 6%, they're making $6,000 a year, just from owning $100,000. Now, credit card companies, on the other hand, the same system hits you at 25%. So 25% of, let's say you have $100,000 worth of credit card debt, which I hope to God that no one ever does, but let's just say you do for the sake of this situation. $25,000 of $100,000. So it's $100,000, and 25% is $25,000 that you're getting hit with on just interest from a credit card company. That is what's keeping people in America down. The same system that keeps people wealthy is the same system that's being used against us. And so the purpose of all of the videos that I'm going to be making is to kind of cover that. Now, this is my first YouTube channel. This is my first YouTube video. This is my first YouTube, literally anything. So any advice I really would appreciate. I'm winging it here. So if you want to like and subscribe, that's awesome. I would really appreciate that. The name of my channel is Subprime, which was inspired by the movie The Big Short, which if you have not watched is one of my favorite movies. I highly recommend that you do watch it. It's got a lot of educational material in it that is honestly free. It's entertaining and it's relevant, and the same facts that are in that movie are relevant to today. One of the things is a subprime mortgage, which caused the housing market to crash in 2008. And so it's essentially when someone with low credit can't afford a house, really doesn't have a job, doesn't really have an income. You would think they can't get a loan. Well, they would give them away anyway. It was called a subprime mortgage to someone that give they get a house and they get a house loan. So subprime mortgages was one of the biggest reasons for 2008. And they had many other names for things, but one of them, which a lot of my friends and family will hear me say when I introduce people to the market or any of the finance stuff, is a ninja loan, which means no income, no job approval. That's insane, right? But that's what's happening, or that's what happened. And I still believe to this day that's still kind of happening. There's not a lot of regulation saying, hey, you can't approve, you're not approved for a loan, and no one's really saying no to anyone. It's kind of rare unless you really don't have anything established, but they're more than willing to let you go into debt and pay those high interest rates. And so the whole purpose of this channel is essentially to go over things that you can do to avoid those costs, essentially. So if there's any comments, concerns, any feedback, I highly appreciate it. Once again, my name is Zach, and I'll see you in the next video.